Hello, I'm Ollie and this is Criminolly, where I talk about crime, pulp, horror, that kind of thing. Today I want to talk to you about two new ways that you can support the channel. So the first and most important thing to say is you don't need to do either of these two things that I'm going to talk about. All I want anybody to do is watch my videos and chat with me in the comments about books. That's what I love. That's why I do this. But there are two things that I'm introducing which will help me to continue to grow the channel and will support the work I'm doing in the channel. The other thing I want to say before I get into what those two things are is that neither of these things are going to impact what I've done in the past on the channel. So the day-to-day stuff that I do, producing a video every day and engaging with people in my Discord community every day, that's going to carry on. I've spent a lot of time thinking about these changes that I'm going to talk through to make sure that they don't have an impact on my existing content. So you can still expect to see a video from me every day and I will still be active on my Discord. I really enjoy both of those things. They've very much become part of my life over the last year or so. And I don't want to change either of them. So let's talk about these two changes then. The first is simple and easy to explain. The second one is a bit more complicated and I think requires a little bit more discussion. So the first one is that I'm launching a bookshop. So Bookshop, if you don't know, is a site that operates in the US and the UK that supports independent bookshops. And what creators like me can do is create a page on Bookshop where they kind of promote books they've discussed on their channels, for example. So I have got a bookshop page in both the US bookshop and the UK bookshop where I will put up, like lists. So if I do a top 10 list, I will list all of the books or link to all of the books in that top 10 list on the bookshop page as well. Also, any books I review, in the description for the video, I'll provide a link to both the US and UK, assuming it's available in both territories, both the US and UK bookshops, where you can go and buy that book. Now, you will pay exactly the same price as you would do otherwise, but what Bookshop do is they will pay me a small commission if you buy a book using one of my links. So I think it's a fantastic service. It supports independent bookshops, so it's getting away from the big nasty players like Amazon. So all the books are sold by small independent bookshops, but they come together in this one website to have a kind of window onto the online world. And as I say, creators like me can create pages to promote particular books through Bookshop. So from now on, going forward, you will see the links to my bookshops, both the US and the UK one, in my About section and in my video descriptions. And if I talk about particular books in a video, you should see a link to that book on Bookshop as well, where you can go and buy it. And as I say, I will earn a small commission from them as a result of your purchase. So that's a very simple way that you can support the channel, support the continued growth of the channel, should you want to. But equally, if you want to go out to your local bookshop on the high street and buy the book, you can do. If you want to buy it on Amazon, you can do. I would never put down Amazon. I am a passionate Kindle user, so I do buy a lot of my books from Amazon. If you want to do that as well, that's fine. This is just a way you can support both independent bookshops and the channel should you want to. Okay, so let's talk about the second thing, and that is that I'm launching a Patreon. So if you don't know what Patreon is a service that allows creators like me to connect in different ways with their fans and to provide different content and perks and things like that to their fans. So you as an individual can sign up to a creator's Patreon. You pay a monthly subscription fee, and for that you get in return bonus content and other perks. And I'll talk through in a minute the perks that I'm going to be offering on my Patreon. As I say, this isn't going to change what I've been doing for the past year at all. I'll continue to make a video every day. There will be no impact on the channel. I've worked hard to make sure that the stuff that I'm offering in my Patreon is stuff that I can offer on top of the day-to-day stuff that I do on YouTube. So as I say, I'll talk through that in a minute. But firstly, I just wanted to talk about why I've decided to do this. And really, there are two things. So firstly, as someone who creates videos, creates content, creates bookish stuff, I've wanted for a while to try experimenting with some different things. And Patreon gives me a way to do that, to communicate with my fans in different ways, and just to offer a broader range of things to people out there that I think you will enjoy. And the other reason is that as a fan of creators myself, I know that people often want to be able to support the channels and creators that they enjoy. So this is a way for you, as hopefully someone who enjoys my videos, to support me. Now, as I said at the start, all I really want people to do is to watch my videos and enjoy them. But if you do want to do something more, this would be hugely appreciated, and it's a way you can support the channel and in return get something back. So let me talk through what you get back then. And there will be a link to my Patreon page in the description for the video, which has the details of everything you need to know, and the ability for you to sign up. But let me talk through what I'm offering. So I've set up 4 tiers with amusing channel themed names, and in each tier you get different things, but each tier gets everything that was in the previous tier as well as some extra stuff, if that makes sense. So the first tier, which is $3 a month, wherever you are, it ends up being about $3 a month, is called Smooth Criminals, and in the Smooth Criminals tier you get access to an exclusive monthly Patreon book club, which I'll run on my Discord server, a monthly reading vlog, which I'll produce, where I talk about the book that we are reading or have read that month in the Patreon book club. So, my kind of raw impressions of the book, if you like, as I'm reading it. And you will also get early access to some of the videos that go up on the Criminoli YouTube channel. So I can't guarantee it'll be absolutely every video, but if I get videos, and I usually do, if I get them uploaded in advance of them going live, you'll get the link through Patreon so you can watch them before everyone else. So that's what's in the $3 tier. The next one up then, the $6 tier, is called Pulpy Patrons. In this one, you get everything from the tier I've just mentioned. You will also get the ability to vote on the Patreon monthly book club books, so to play a part in picking the books that we read for the book club. You will get a quarterly blooper reel. So I know I look incredibly professional, and it's hard to believe that I ever mess up in my videos, but actually I mess up in every video. So I will start compiling a blooper reel, and I'll issue that to patrons once a quarter. And you'll also get a production credit in all of my videos going forward. So I will have like a screen at the end, and all of my patrons in the Pulpy Patrons tier and above will get listed on that. So you will get a credit in all of my videos. Okay, the next tier then is the $9 tier, which is called Heavenly Horrors. So you will get all of the things I've talked about already. You will also get regular audio updates from me, so I can send my patrons audio messages through the Patreon app. So I will do probably a few a week where I just talk about what I'm reading, what's going on in my life, that kind of thing. You will also get to pick a random book from the shelves for me to talk about at the end of a video. So you can pick one of my books. I will talk about it at the end of the video and give you a mention as well. And you will also get a Criminoli bookmark. And then the top tier, and this one at the moment at least is limited to 12 patrons, because I want to make sure that I can fulfill all the things that are in this tier, and they are things that will be a bit more time consuming for me. So this is $15 a month, and this is called OliFans. So you get all the things I've talked about already. You will also get a Criminoli mug. You will get to do a buddy read with me once a year, and you get to pick the book that we read, and you will also get one of my favourite books of the year in the festive season as a gift from me. So hopefully there's some stuff in there that interests you. All the details are on the Patreon website, and there's a link in the description for this video to take you there. But if you've got any questions at all, then ask me either in the comments on this video or on my Discord. We can have a chat about it if there's anything that's not clear. I just wanted to finish by thanking all of you for watching my videos. I continue to be amazed that people enjoy my content. I didn't expect the channel to be anywhere near as successful as it has been. So sincerely, thank you very much for watching. And as always, hope you're safe and well out there. Hope you're really good stuff, and I'll speak to you again very soon. Cheerio.